Hey traders, Park here with another indicator. Today I've been introducing you to the momentum channel indicator. What the actual indicator is the price channel indicator that's already on here on Thinkorswim platform. It's just push forward a couple of bars. Right now I have this price channel push forward 12 bars. 12 bars on a 5-minute chart is an hour. That's why I chose 12. But let's go into the indicator. The top of the indicator is your average high for the last 12 bars, and the lowest part of the cloud is going to be the lowest low on average for the last 12 bars, and it's projected 12 bars into the future. The midline is just your 50%. This yellow or orange line that's in here is your 618 and your 38.2, so it kind of acts like a field within the cloud itself. But the strategy on the cloud is this: if the price is inside the cloud, then most likely you're going to be seeing choppiness, or you're just going to be seeing things going up and down and basically just ranging. But when the stock actually breaks out, it really just represents momentum. It's higher than it was 12 bars ago. Or if it breaks below, it's lower than 12 bars ago. This yellow line that's on the screen is just a VWAP, and then you have my levels indicator as well, indicating your pre-market high, low, and your high day, lower day, and it should be your previous close, previous day, and your after hours low. But those are some of the other features of this of another indicator that I just want to present it with. And you can see here that once price came back into the channel, it actually pushed above, and it wasn't able to come out of the channel, but it actually broke back down below, came back to VWAP. If you're using this channel indicator, you always want to use it with another indicator. For me, it's my levels indicator and my VWAP indicator that you see on the screen. And I also have my volume and unbalanced volume as well, that's in the lower plane that you can't see. But you can see how price came back to the 50% line on the channel, and then it started pushing back above VWAP. And you can see how the dark green within the relative volume indicator is just showing you there's not a lot of volume pushing it up. But you can see with these lower wicks, every time it hit VWAP, it pushed above. And you can see how the 38.2 fib for the channel was actually acting at support, and also the 50 line right here. But you got to close breaking above the 61.8 of the channel, but it wasn't able to sustain it. Pushed back, and then it finally broke above, and then you could just see the stock just trending up from there. And you can see this bright green candle right here on relative volume. It's above average relative volume, and you can see how it's breaking out, or broke out of the channel. It's just trending up. One of the ways I like to use the channel is to look at what's going on, actually compared to what's going on the 1-minute channel. So you can actually catch a move like here, this break above VWAP, but it wasn't able to hold it. So on the 1 minute, I have it set for 15 bars to give me 15 minutes or 15 minutes worth of data for the high and low on average. So this second break above VWAP here, you could have gotten in on here when it breaking out. You may have gotten in on here, but you can see how it turned back around. Or you could have used VWAP as your out, or you can use the lower part of the channel, or the mid part of the channel actually as your out. So you can see with this break above, and it broke above with volume. You can see this first break, it really didn't break above on volume, but when it got out, you can see how volume was above average. But here you can see a lot of more traders and a lot more interest came in right here. And you can see how it continued to break above, but it came back into the cloud, and I probably would have gotten out at the break once it came back into the cloud, because I would have expected it just to start range trading. And you can kind of sort of see where it did just start range trading on the 5-minute, but on the 1 minute, it actually broke below the 15-minute channel. And then it just basically ranged from there. It had a few times that it broke out. Where are we on this candle right here? But it really didn't do anything from there. So we can fast forward to where we are now. And you can see this break actually happened here, but you could have caught this break right here with the above average volume with this bright green candle right here, and use the top of the channel as your area of support. And you can see how I found support. It actually came into the channel, range trade a little bit, then it actually broke above here. So I'm gonna go bring. So I like to play it on the 5-minute as my anchor chart, or the 15-minute as my anchor chart, and played on the 1 minute on my ins and outs of getting out of the trade. And you can see now we're breaking above now. So I'm gonna bring back up the 5-minute chart, and I'm going to go to the previous day's session. And I wanted to show you how this channel really acted as a support and resistance indicator. You can see how the channel, it kind of price channel just flowed through, but you can see also the previous day closes purple line, how it kind of acted as an area of support in this previous day high as well. And it actually just came back to a VWAP, or this 50% retracement that I have on the weekly. So the QQQ is actually just trading within its past week's candle. You can see right here where it acted as support and resistance, and that's one of the ways I like to play with the indicator, because it actually shows you where past areas of support and resistance were when you compare it to the highest high and the lowest low on average for those amount of bars. So we actually go over to the, let me just go to the weekly so I can show you. So I'm looking at it on this right here when it comes to my fibs. This is an inside week, and you can see how the candle actually came back up to the top of the cloud, but it couldn't do anything. It couldn't get out of the cloud. So now it's just sitting here within the weekly, and it hasn't broke down or made a lower low on this weekly candle. So on my weekly, I like to use a 13-week candle. That's 25% of a quarter. So that's one. So I'm on a 52-week high on a 52-week basis, and I just so 52 times 0.25, and that's why I use 13 on the weekly. But on the daily, I use 20. So we can come back to the daily. You can see where the fields are all lining up for the previous week candle. And you can see here, it could possibly come back up to this cloud on the daily if you want to look at it like that, on your 20-day period high and low as a support and resistance. But it's not likely, especially with a lot of the tech stocks are showing weakness. But I like to, one of the things I really like to do is just scan stocks for it. So the criteria that I have in right now is 1 million in volume. It has to be at least above $1, between $50. At least has to have one share. And I'm looking for a close crossing above the momentum channel high. So I'm going to scan for that. So here are a list of stocks that actually crossed above the channel high on the daily. So I don't like these Zars. So we're going to go look at a few of these stocks, and I probably should look at more volume in these stocks, but that's our list. So let's go with the one, we'll just do MAMA. So let's see, MAMA. Here's the break above its day channel high, 20-day period channel high. So let's take this crap don't have a lot of volume. That's why I should have pushed the volume up. So let's increase the volume to at least 3 million. Okay, so these are all ones I don't want to look at. Those are the leverage ETFs, UVXY, VXX, VIX. So BRFH. Oops, BRFH. And it's trading down. They had a big move this morning, so that's not a good one. So we're just gonna look at UVXY. So did I put that right there right? UVXY. So I made a mistake when I put the indicator in there. I used the mid instead of the high, and that's why those stocks came up. Let's scan one more time. So these are the stocks that came up, and it's really these leverage ETLs, and I really didn't want to look at those. So let's look at tech. So TECK. Here's one a breakout right here. You can see what it did today. So if you're scanning this during the day, you can see that how this one's played out. I'm not sure what the news is on this stock, but you do have this break above the momentum cloud high, momentum channel cloud high right here, and you do have it has good momentum to the highest upside on the weekly as well. And you can see it's a bullish engulfing candle on a week as well. So most likely this stock is going to be a continuation to continue to push up at least into this previous week's high right here. So let's go into the news. There's the news right there. Now first quarter results. So quarterly, and let's go back to the scan. Let's look at one more. PBR is an energy stock. 3 long. So the ZAR saying so. Let's look at PBR. And if you're looking for this indicator, just look in the description of the video. You can get this indicator for free. You can scan for. I just wanted to show you some utility of the actual indicator. And you can look right here with PBR. I would look for it to probably come up to here, 17, 19, or somewhere near 17 and to the top of the cloud and possibly stop. But it has good. It's in the cloud on the daily and the weekly, so I would really look for something above 17 to try and be long this stock right here. But let's go to one more. We'll just go to SDOW, and that's just playing the Dow short, SDOW. If you wanted to short the Dow, but it's a leverage ETF. To the short side on the Dow, you can see how it broke above today, or gapped up actually, just because the Dow is down today. And you can see how it's come back into its weekly as well. And let's do this. Let's not look for crosses. Let's look for anything that's above, greater than its channel high. We're going to say okay, and I probably need to change the criteria, but we're going to leave it like that. Let's see. And let's look at who has the greatest percent change on the day, and that's Tech, that's Nugget, that's the leverage ETF for gold, LABD, AR is an energy, and it says long acceleration. So let's look at AR. And it's doing great on the day. It's come up from 32, and you can see how it's above the anchor VWAP for 3 years, 3-year anchor VWAP, and you can see it's above its channel, and you can see how the channel acted as support here from that previous high back here. And you can see it's out of its channel weekly, and it's above this previous week's past resistance level as well. So 3105, and you can possibly look for a push to probably 35. It looks like. So this is how you would use the indicator, and these are just like possible price targets, at least to this next high on a weekly with these 3 highs right here. So it looks like it's about to do it. So that's how I would use the indicator. This is just a small strategy, but like I said, the indicator is free, so just look in the link in the description of the video, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to what I had to say. If you want to look for some shorts, it's the same exact thing. Just change this around here to anything is less than the channel low. And I don't have anything with percent change on there. And you can see everything. These are all the stocks that are trading low on a 20-day average of their momentum channel. So RBLX is one of the ones that I was actually interested in. It's Roblox, RBL. And it should be a technology stock, but RBLX is having a great day today. So it's actually pushed above from, it came from, what is the low? 33.71 all the way up to 35. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't see any news or anything for Roblox, but it's actually pushing above to 35. And you can see how it came to the bottom of this channel right here. Got rejected, came below VWAP, came back into the channel, stayed within the mid part of the channel, and then just pushed about, and it's just been pushing up ever since. So Roblox looks like a great stock. When does it have earnings? So it has earnings on the May 9th. So it had a couple of days before earnings. So if you wanted to play a pre-earning strategy, I'm not sure what the news is on Roblox. Let me see if those lines are valid, and I don't think they are. So I had that high. So what I'm going to do is just get rid of the price levels because the fib looks like it is. So this stock has really just been range trading. You can see the up and down, just trading within this range. But with earnings coming up, you could see a pre-earnings play with this one. So it's right now it's hitting the top of its weekly 38.2 fib on the channel. So hopefully it can get above 37 and possibly back up to 40. There's no guarantee. So this is not any advice to buy or sell any of these instruments or anything. This is just me make some observations and inform you about it and educating you about it. But don't take this as any form to buy or sell any of these instruments. But seek advice from a financial advisor, which I'm not. I'm just showing you or demonstrating you how I use this strategy or will use this strategy with this indicator. And what's the news on here? They have news from the 23rd. Today's the 25th. So they got an upgrade. Roblox shares are trading higher Tuesday. JP Morgan upgraded stock to overweight. Target from 41 to 48. So that's nice on Roblox. But with the other tech stocks, well, the QQQ is actually going up right now. But with the other tech stocks still showing weakness, I would look for weakness in this one as well. It's a possibility it could go to 40. And we're just looking at connecting those three highs right there and trading outside of this channel. This is on the weekly. So, but definitely the next area of resistance is going to be whatever the highest on this one. So 38.82 will be the weekly high on Roblox. So we were looking, that's not right. So we were looking for actual bad stocks or 38.82. So we're looking for stocks that are trading below the channel. And that's how we came up with Roblox. But Roblox seems to be a good stock, and we found it with the bear scan. But let's look at some stocks that are breaking back above, crossing above their low channel, their channel low. So these are some stocks that have been had downward momentum, but now breaking back into their actual channels, channel lows of the channel. So let's look at SNY. and it's a healthcare, and it's breaking back above its channel low. So it was actually down here. The close actually was down here, but it actually broke back into its channel low. Now trading above its the momentum channel midpoint and its momentum channel 61.8 and the 3-year VWAP, anchor VWAP at $48. So let's see what well, they had earnings yesterday, or did it have earnings today? So it had earnings today. I guess those earnings were good. Yep. So that's why that one's trading back into its low channel. These are like penny stocks. I should have pushed it above. So TC, well, I'm not looking at real estate. NU, which one has the greatest percent change? Let's see. So we're going to be looking at JOBY. This one's breaking back into its channel. So if I were to try and play this stock right here, I would look for possible retracement back to 496, or I would look for to stop out at 496 if I got into the stock at 5. I would look to trade, get out of the stock if it did cross below the lower part of the channel, 496. But it looks like it's high as 506. News. Albi. Electric air tacket ecosystem. Dubai. So, but this is going to be the end of this video. The link to the indicator is going to be in the actual description of this video. You can go in there, you can change, you can manipulate things. You can go in there and change the link. You can show, this is just saying show the cloud and not show the cloud. But you can go in there, you're not going to get into those lines except for the midline. You can go in there and change the channel cloud or the field cloud. You can change and do all those things that you would like to do. But just look at the link in the description. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. I wish you the best, and God bless.